This week on GTV, we will be discussing Autism Awareness Month, a cow eye dissection, GTV most likely to,
bloopers, Readers Theater, new GTV members.
GTV starts right now. Welcome back to another episode of GTV. I'm Joni Perrin.
And I'm Noah Boucher. As you all know, the month of April is Autism Awareness Month.
Let's go to Hosanna to learn more about autism awareness.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Hosanna Wellman, and today we're going to be talking about Autism Awareness Month. Let's go.
What is your name and what do you teach?
I'm Miss Yamas and I teach special education.
What is one thing you wish people knew about autism?
The rainbow colors represent autism because of its complexity and how complex the autism spectrum is.
What do you like about teaching special education?
I like seeing kids achieve things that they thought that they couldn't do.
Thank you.
Name?
Bryson.
And what's your biggest struggle?
My anxiety-ness.
What I wish people knew about me is that I have a very hard time listening to people when it's not face-to-face, and I also just wish people wouldn't, they wouldn't judge you for it and wouldn't call you not normal.
Let's take a brief intermission for a GTV history tidbit. Did you know that the puzzle piece has often been used as a symbol for autism? The puzzle piece was first used by board member Gerald Gasson of the Autistic Children Association in the 60s. While the puzzle piece may seem harmless, many people actually don't like the puzzle piece as a symbol for autism. This is because the symbol portrays that autism is a problem that needs to be solved. It also portrays that autistic people have something missing to them. Instead, the infinity sign can be used to positively represent autism. This all serves as an important reminder that disability is not a disease that needs to be cured. People with special needs are normal human beings and should be treated as such. So glad we could spread awareness. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Hosanna Wellman, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Hosanna. Hey, Jonia, are you in Mrs. Old's science class?
Yeah, why?
I heard you guys did a cow eye dissection.
Oh yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yep, sure. I wish I was in Miss Old's class.
For those of you who aren't in Miss Old's class, let's go to Lindley for a recap of the cow eye dissection.
Hey Grizzlies, it's Lindley Schurig, and today Miss Old's 8th graders are dissecting cow eyes, so let's go check it out.
Do you have any dissection stories?
Oh, I do. I have dissected in my classroom for the last 16 years, so sometimes kids don't think they're going to like it, and then they turn out really enjoying it. But I have had a student throw up one time over a cow heart, and I also had a student pass out one time when he was looking at a cow's heart. So I'm sure we won't have anything like that ever happen here at middle school.
What are some benefits for dissecting? Some benefits for dissection.
I really love giving that opportunity to my students. It teaches them so much about the human body, really, because cows are mammals and we're mammals, and so the structures are identical. And so dissecting a cow's eye lets us see how our eyes work. And the more you know, there's a lot of knowledge is a lot of power. And so it makes you understand a whole lot more about your life. It also helps people decide if they like the medical field or if they don't. We never dissect just for fun. We always do it with the purpose of learning. I always say if you're not learning, then you're doing it wrong and you shouldn't be doing it, and we do it real respectfully, and it's a great experience. When I walk around Blue Springs and I see students that I taught 16 years ago, they always say to me, Mrs. Olds, do you remember when we dissected cow eyes? And I always do.
Thank you, Miss Olds.
I'm going to bring the cow eyes around.
I haven't seen them.
So I have a big bag of eyes. I picked them up last night.
Well, they're going to be a little moldy.
Oh, girl, they were very excited about it. They are so kind.
Oh my goodness. I know who I'm not happy.
Okay, don't freak out. Remember, Miss Larson is testing across the hall. We don't want to, we're not screaming, we're not yelling, we're 8th grade reaction.
I'm gonna love to freak out, but I'm not.
All right. So this is what it looks like.
It's so big. Oh. Okay.
You can see
That low-key makes sense.
this is that front of the eye, like the part you would see. Here's the back. Hey, on the trays too, the dissection trays that you have are really nice. Don't just, those are also not just for jabbing, okay? So I'm gonna lay them down. And you can start to adjust it.
Smack it down on the table like Dinner is served. Dinner is served, y'all. Oh my god. No, it's not gonna work. Oh. I'm stressed. You're starting in the mic. Sorry, that one really put me out. Actually, I inverted it. You have to flip it inside out. Okay. Corey, tell me what you mean. Out. Okay, you can. I guess I'm gonna go sit down there. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna be like. I don't need glasses.
I am. I've been looking forward to this.
Journey. Okay, whatever. Journey.
Sure.
Journey. Do you want me to do this?
That is.
Do you want me to do this?
You gotta get the best one. Yeah, give us one that's super deep or circular.
What am I gonna say? Like, what the hell is this?
You're going to have some work to do on this one to get it ready to go.
Okay.
And you have a little bit of work to do on this one to get it
Yeah, that'd be weird. Yeah.
You can touch it.
Okay, Mon.
Okay. You absolutely.
It's just cold.
It is. It's just cold. If you have helped your parents cook, it's not much different than just handling some like chicken or something that you.
I think cow eyes are very different.
As far as the okay. Yeah. Sure. Come on up and get whatever you need. I have to first of all remind myself that we've got plenty of time today. A lot of times we try to do this dissection in 46 minutes, and so I get started the second we walk in. I want to make sure, first of all, everybody is done with their breakfast, drinks, and all that kind of stuff. Not at this minute. I'm saying before I start, you're going to be done with your breakfast, because we are not combining food and cow eyes. While you guys are finishing up, and before we get started, I'm just reminding you that this is like from the very first day of school, we have talked about safety rules in here. And so today is not the day to forget all the things that we've talked about this whole year. We are doing this dissection respectfully, which means that this is not a joke. These aren't like a toy. We're not going to dare somebody to do anything to the cow eye or touch the cow eye if they don't want to, or try to touch somebody with your fingers after you've touched the cow eye. Like, none of that stuff is going to happen. All right? Show me that you are ready for high school, you're ready for those kinds of higher level dissections. I didn't say it to you guys yesterday, or whatever day we were together, but one of the other reasons I make sure that we've done dissections in here is that it's truly unacceptable to me that you would go to high school and never have done a dissection. I would be embarrassed if you got over there and your high school teacher says, all right, has anybody not dissected? And like my students would raise their hand, because my students should have done a dissection as far as I'm concerned. It's really important to me that you have done a dissection. So, there's no reason to be freaked out or anything this morning. Like I told you yesterday, I don't demand that you touch it. I encourage you not to decide right at this second that you can't do it. That's, give yourself a chance. I've had people in the past decide that they can't do it, and then 5 minutes later I look over and they're like holding it up and touching it and everything. So give yourself a chance.
We dissected owl pellets in 4th grade.
Yeah, so owl pellets are amazing. If you don't know what an owl pellet is, it's not owl poop. It's their vomit, but it's all the bones and the fur of the animal that they ate. So they have 2 stomachs, and the mouse or whatever it is, they get it and they swallow it whole, and it lands in that top stomach. The top stomach is super full of acid. All right, so first of all, I'm gonna ask everybody to get all their stuff down on the ground.
Can I put my drink over?
Sure.
It's gonna poison them.
And I'm gonna open some windows because we want the room to be, we don't want it to be hot in here. Thank you. Now, GTV is obviously here recording a little bit. It is not your job to put on a show for GTV. All right, we're just going to forget they're here. If you could just do me a favor, if it's anything sticking out from under the table, try to get it under the table. So I'll do my best to get from one place to another. There is one part of the dissection that I have to get it started for you. It's just too hard for you guys to do it. And so I will just get to you guys as quick as I possibly can. We're not using scalpels today because I'm not that crazy to give you guys sharp scalpels, and it's not necessary. I would if we really needed to, but you're going to use some really sharp little scissors. Somebody from the pair has to be willing to touch it. Okay? So we're just going to stay with where we are. This isn't like I'm going to do this with my best friend kind of thing. You're going to work with your partner. This paper, if it's perfectly clean when you're done, just leave it at your table. If it's got any cow eye remnant on it, we'll toss it. Do you want, there's an empty seat here. No, who is that? That's Journey. Who am I missing?
That's me.
Oh, Scarlett, she's probably coming. Okay. All right. Do you want to just pull your chair up here? All right. Let me take attendance real quick and see.
Oh no.
I'm just going around. Oh yeah, is that your eye?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Bigger than me?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bacon.
It's a piece of bacon.
Yeah.
Your eye's really small.
It counts like a...
It is pretty small. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Bye guys.
Okay, show the camera, Lynn.
I mean, at least you got
Okay, here's our eye. It has no mouth.
And it has like this thing poking out.
What?
You
want me to film that?
Right.
Oh my god.
That's like drift lights, and that's about it.
Oh, that's real tasty.
It's got the turkey. It is tasty. Shiny. It tastes good.
Oh my god. Alright, do you have a phone or something? I need to take a picture.
It'll be on GTV if you want in.
Oh, is that gonna be on GTV?
On the tapita. Here, maybe we can.
Yes, it's
Wait, don't do it, don't do it.
We are
Cut
going to
it down a
start
little bit.
cleaning up.
Ready?
Okay. Before anybody can wash their hands, of course, it makes the most sense that you would drop your tray off to me. We're going to clean it out. All the scissors go in this box. Then as soon as I make sure your tray is empty and the scissors don't get thrown away, you're going to take it over to the sink and you're going to wash your hand. You're going to stack it.
That was really interesting. I hope you learned a lot. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Lindley Shurig, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Lindley. That was really cool.
GTV applications were out recently. Congratulations to our new GTV members.
Let's go to Emma to meet the new GTV members.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Emma Adams, and today we'll be meeting the new GTV members. Let's go. What's your name and grade?
Gavin, and I'm in 7th.
Madeline, 6th grade.
Harper Moore, and I'm in 7th grade.
My name's Lily Jackson. I'm in 6th grade. I'm Riley Elledge, and I'm in 6th grade.
I'm Logan. I'm in 6th grade.
My name's B, and I'm in 6th grade.
Catherine Harity, 7th.
Trey in 7th. I'm excited to be able to improve on my editing skills.
I'm excited to meet a lot of people there and film to help this school be a better, whatever it could be.
Elise Zhang, and in 6th grade.
Madeline Cornice, 6th grade.
I'm Logan, and I'm in 6th grade.
What are you most excited for?
Video.
Nice.
I'm excited to meet new people and to learn new skills.
Nice, thank you.
Making new friends and getting to be creative.
I'm excited to represent my school and make new friends.
Nice, thank you.
Probably, I really want to learn how to edit, so I'm really excited about it.
I think it'll be really fun.
Nice, thank you.
I'm really excited that I'll get to actually be on camera more for GTV and do some new activities for GTV.
Meeting new people and interacting with the great people.
The challenges.
Ellie Josephson.
I'm Kid.
I'm excited to get to make videos and get to do funny things with other people.
I think meeting new people and being on camera.
Meeting new people and learning a lot more skills.
Fun, thank you.
I'm excited because I think it's going to be really fun.
I can't wait to see you guys next year. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Emma Adams, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Emma. I can't wait to see all of you guys on GTV next year.
Hey, Joni, did you hear about the Readers Theater?
No, but I heard Abby was talking about it the other day.
Let's go to Abby to learn more about Readers Theater.
Hey Grizzlies, it's Abby Smith, and today we'll be talking about Readers Theater. Let's go. What is your name?
Mrs. Richardson. So Readers Theater, we actually did Readers Theater and Writers Theater. And in Readers Theater, first semester, they did Readers Theater where they had Readers Theater scripts and each of them took a role and then they performed their role and we practiced reading fluency, how our expression is when we read. And then second semester, we did Writers Theater. So they wrote their own scripts and they came up with their roles and their genres of their scripts. And then they got to perform them at the end of second semester, which was really fun to see all of it come to life. They had props and they performed with each other and then they were practicing expression and fluency. So it was really cool to watch them. My favorite part definitely was just being able to see them all be themselves and perform and make it their own. It was, since it wasn't during the school day, they could do it before school and we just had a lot of fun together. So it was cool to see each of them be their own person.
Thanks, Grizzlies. That looked like a lot of fun. Signing out from GTV, I'm Abby Smith. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Abby. That sounds like a lot of fun.
You know what game is really fun?
What game?
Who's Most Likely To?
Oh yeah, I like that game.
I heard Sam was doing a GTV Who's Most Likely To.
Let's go to Sam to check that out.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Sam Offit, and today we're going to be doing an episode on Who's Most Likely To. Let's get into it. Who's most likely to be arrested?
100% Noah.
Do you think you would be arrested?
There's a possibility.
Think
It just kind of depends what I do and if I get caught.
Do you think you would be arrested?
Yeah,
Who do you think is most likely to befriend a squirrel?
probably Sam.
Okay, thank you. And a squirrel.
I like squirrels, and yeah, I love squirrels, and I like them a lot. And I like them a lot. I love squirrels. They're so fluffy and cute.
Okay, that's good. Who's most likely to become a serial killer?
Cade, because if kid would like kill someone by monkeying around too much, and I'll show you guys like a little picture, okay, from last year in the musical.
Would you become a serial killer?
Maybe.
Who's most likely to be on Love Island?
Probably Joni.
Would you go on Love Island?
Maybe, I don't know.
Who would eat off the floor?
Lindley, for sure.
Thank you. Would you eat off the ground?
Yes, I have eaten something off the ground.
It would be most likely to marry a celebrity.
Kylie, she'd marry Michael B. Jordan.
Would you marry Michael B. Jordan?
He's already my husband, but he just doesn't know it yet, you know?
Who's most likely to shave their head?
Bailey Ginzer.
Thank you. Would you shave your head?
Absolutely not.
Who's most likely to become a TikTok star?
I think Bella. She's so pretty, and she could pull all the views.
Would you become a TikTok star?
I guess, yeah.
Who would marry someone within a month of knowing them?
Emma.
Thank you. Okay. Do you think you would marry someone that you met a month ago?
No, that's stupid.
Who's most likely to kill you?
Kalia.
Would you kill Emma?
I can't say.
Who would be most likely to die first in a horror movie?
Reagan.
Thank you. Think you would die first in a horror movie?
Definitely.
Who do you think is most likely to have 10 kids?
Journey, because I feel like I could just see her in her minivan with her 10 kids, driving around, doing all those activities and stuff like that.
Thank you. Would you have 10 kids?
I would not have 10 kids, but I think about it because if the person I'm having kids with looks good, then I'm thinking about the kids, or I'm thinking about the long run. But yeah, I don't know. We never know, man. Yeah.
Who's most likely to pee their pants?
We'll go with Abby Smith.
Okay. Would you pee your pants?
Depending on the situation, it is always a probability. However, I would.
Who's most likely to become a teacher?
Liliana Bodenhammer.
Would you become a teacher?
Absolutely.
Who's most likely to be the anchor for this segment?
Sam M.
Guess I am, Grizzlies. My name is Sam Moffett, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Sam. That was really funny.
Not as funny as some of our bloopers.
Let's go to Kalia to see some bloopers.
Hey Grizzlies, I'm Kalia Herring, and today we're going to be looking at some bloopers.
Are you excited for high school?
Okay, is it not charged? Are you serious?
What are you excited about?
The girls.
Assemble. Girl, where you going?
Oh, wait, are you?
Wait.
It's really hard. Now to do.
What are you appreciative for this week at somebody at school? Me.
I like how nice you are.
Gracias.
Here with Mr. Legg, and our topic.
Yes.
Ain't nobody going today.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la.
Senora Wiseman.
Wow, those are wait, do I say wow, those were really funny?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, those were really funny. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Kalia Herring, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kalia.
Well, that's all for us today in the GTV studio. Now signing off from GTV, I'm Joni Perrin.
And I'm Noah Boucher.
And remember, Grizzlies, we're better
together.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This whole world confusing me. Clouds as mean as you ever seen. Ain't a bird everywhere.